What's going on, guys? It's Matt from RC Overload. I got the Axial SCX10 out with me today, and it's finally warm. It's about 45, 50 right now. It's cloudy. Whatever. But either way, it's finally warm, so I'm going to finally be able to get to test out the Axial SCX10 since I did all the upgrades. If you guys remember, I've done quite a bit to it. If you haven't watched the videos yet, go back and watch them. But what I got here is completely upgraded Axial SCX10. Besides a few little things like some LED lights and a winch that I'm going to be putting on later. What I got here is a whole brand new setup. Alright, and I'll kind of go over it a little bit. We recently put on the Rock Lock tires from RC4WD, along with Axial's beadlock rims. Now this will also, as I've said before, allow me to not get water inside the wheels, which will be a nice touch. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Which will be nice, especially when I'm going through water crossings or anything like that. I don't want to fill up those tires. So the Axial beadlock rims that we got here are a nice setup. Now, I've also gone through the entire drivetrain and replaced the bearings, as well as waterproofed all the axles, including the transmission. The transmission has a new set of metal gears that I've installed from Axial as well to handle the torque from the Teken 35-turn motor that I've recently installed. On top of that, I have the Vanquish LED light bar and a few other Axial LED lighting housings. Now, as you can see right away, I have RC four-wheel drives, front and rear, and rock rails made by Tough Armor. I have had a little problem with the rear with mounting it up, but today I'm going to test it out anyways and see how well everything works. Now, I also have the 4-link suspension made by Axial installed in it. This will allow me to have some better articulation and a lot better stability when going over obstacles. I've also got the Hot Racing 90mm shocks installed, as well as a few other little odds and ends, including the waterproof Savox servo for higher torque and waterproof. Now, I've done a few other little accessories, like installing the stickers onto the side of the front fender. I have also installed a custom-made CB antenna to simulate a Firestick antenna. Now, with all that said, I think it's time to give this thing a good test. So what do you say, guys? Let's go out and have a little fun. Now, periodically, you'll see me kind of pop up in the video and talk about the different parts on it as I'm going through obstacles. Now, I'm not in the best terrain. It's a simple little walking trail that I'm on. But it's got a few obstacles on it, and it should be a lot of fun. So with that said, you guys, let's go out and have a little bit of fun. Alright guys, so you just kind of got a little idea as to what the suspension really kind of does here. It's very smooth, but the Hot Racing shocks actually add a little bit of a bounce to it. So it's good if you're doing a lot of slow crawling. If you bounce around quite a bit, you might lose a little stability. That's the only downside to those shocks. Otherwise, I think those shocks are beautiful. I love them. Now, I am thinking about going to the 100mm at some point, so when I do, I'll let you guys know. But you kind of just saw there what the shocks do going down that hill. Kind of gives it a little bumpy feeling, almost. On to the next place. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you the rock locks a bit. Take a look at how easily this just climbs over a rock. I'm barely even touching the throttle. See how it bites there? It's got a good biting action. Even without the rims allowing the air to escape from the tire, there's still enough cushion there on the wheel that it's able to flex a bit and be able to grab that rock and climb over it without any problems. I love those LEDs. I can't wait to finish up the rest of them. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? I think so. Let's take a quick shot of the rear end, see the LEDs on the rear. There you go, right in the rear bumper there. You know what, I'm gonna back up a little. Sparkle, sparkle. Now on the Teken 35 turn motor that I've installed, the one thing that I noticed right away is how much more control I have over the throttle. Everything is so much more smoother. When it comes to crawling over objects, like you're going to see here in a second, I am just barely touching it, and it is very smooth. I don't have to worry about jerkiness or anything like that now. Alright guys, so I really wanted to show you the angles from the front and rear bumpers and how much better these bumpers give you for a ground clearance. You get a much better approach angle now with them. So let's take a look here. Don't mind me, I'm trying to do everything one-handed. Look at that. Now I know this is not the best way to show you, and you know what? I got a better idea. See what's going on there? Look at that clearance. I more have to worry about that differential hitting anything more than I do have to worry about the bumper. And you know what? Let's back up over it so we can actually see this rear bumper. Look at that. There's a lot more ground clearance in here now. You see that biting action of that tire? That's awesome. So far I am very happy with this Jeep and what it can and cannot do. Because there really isn't anything that it can't do at the moment. Let's see it climb up over this thing. Give you guys a little idea here. It's quite a route right there. Alright guys, so kind of got an idea as what I've been doing here. The way I built the Jeep. Purpose for it. I wanted everything smooth. I wanted it to operate just like the real thing in a sense. And I think I've done that. This Jeep is absolutely amazing. This is my very first scale rig. And I honestly can say I can't wait to build more. This thing is fantastic. I have a blast with this thing. Now with that said, I'm gonna stop showing it off. And I wanna go finish having a little trail fun. All right, guys, let's go see it crawl. Alright guys, so I give you a little overview of the Axial SCX10 that I built over this winter. It's 110% improvement from its factory specs. This thing is unstoppable now. I can truly say that this is an awesome rig. Axial definitely built an awesome rig on this one. And it is so much fun. So, alright guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep going and having a little bit of fun, considering this thing is pretty sweet. The joy. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's starting to get sunny out. My rig's working 110%. I'm happy. Alright guys, well this is it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And I'll be sure to try to answer them as best I can for you. But until next time guys, stick around. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, as always. Alright guys, this is Matt. See you guys later. Oh, oops.